What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here. We're coming in a spot of bother with the score at 4 for 32. This game has been rain delayed. As usual, we've just lost the 4 overs. So we still have plenty of time. Still 11 overs and a little bit of change left in this innings. We're going to need a big score here if we are going to get our first win of the T20 season. Remember, we did have a loss first time around in the last episode. I think that was... it was against Bernie, actually. We were absolutely cruising. And then for some reason or another, we just couldn't quite finish things off towards the end. So today we're going to have two games in this episode. That means we can get rid of the T20 and move on to our second season. Not in the next episode, but in the episode after. And our Collier has actually done well. So we finished the power play in not too bad a position, apart from losing those 4 wickets, which is what we will want to try and work on. And we're just going to continue to try and work the ball around, try and grab ourselves some boundaries, which we haven't been able to do there. But I was going to say we will come back for the 2, but for some reason the players just did not want to run. Alright, so we've kind of now manipulated the field the way we wanted to. We had a 4 off the last ball that was... Okay, run this one, boys. Run this one. There we go. A 4 that was played away off the hip. So we scored 7 off the last 2 balls, and we're now starting up that run rate, which is what we want to do. Ooh, see, we played that away again. The timing's not great. We will, however, take on the arm. It's a good bit of running. The dive as well, get in there to save, and 2 more. Oh, worked that away nicely. Go the ball. Go. Oh, that has dissected the field. That's beautiful. That's another 4 for Cliff. And that actually is the 50 partnership as well, which is very, very nice. And it's moved us on to 21 off 11. Oh, shot. Again, through the fielders. Cliff is starting to look good here, boys. 25 off just 12 balls so far. And 1 ball left to go in the 10th. Or was it the 9th? Oh, worked it away through the gap again. My God, that square drive has been incredible for us today. After 4 singles, we do get ourselves another boundary. Just keeping this run rate climbing. If we can get, I think, around 150, we're going to be in very good shape to try and defend this total and grab ourselves our first T20 win of the season. Oh, go the ball. Get up. Get to the boundary. Come on, through those 2 fielders. We are going to come back for the 3rd run on the arm, and to be fair, quite an easy 3rd run there. But that does allow us to keep the strike. We've got 2 overs left to go, and it's time to start going big. To be fair, we couldn't have really asked for anyone better to come on when we're about to go big than the spinner. I think now we are 9 runs away from our maiden 2020 50. So we're looking to try and do that. We've got 11 balls left to go. I want to try and face all 11 of them, or as many as possible, and get this West Hobart side up to a very good defendable total. On this one here, we just work along the ground. It's probably not going to have enough to get to the boundary, but we will just take the 2 to keep the strike. Move on to 43. 6 for 128 is the score, so we're getting there. But we would like to go and try and get just a little bit more. So we do need a flourish of boundaries to finish things off here. We just need the ball in the right area. I'm not sure if that is the right area, but it's gone up very high. And I think that's actually going to be caught. I think that's come off the bat. Ballooned up off the pad. We miss out on the 50, but still 43 off 25 with a strike rate of 172. Just the 5 fours in there, so a lot of working the ball around as well. Cliff will be disappointed that he didn't go and pick himself up a half century there, but he was doing what was right for the team in the situation, and that was to go big. We'll see how many we end up with and what we can do with the ball. Oh, we get an edge off the last ball. Over only goes for 5, which is good in the context of the game, but I just really wish that one there had a little bit more bat on it, had carried to that man, but not the case. Still, a good first over, good groupings, and just the 5 coming off it. Oh, that's nicely worked away off the pads. That's probably going to be 4 for Livingston. Oh, the fielder actually almost got there. Livingston's struggling a bit more than Nadeem, so I'm going to try and keep him on strike and try and wrap him around the pads or sneak one through bat and pad. And there is a 50 partnership for Glebby as well for the 2nd wicket. Oh, catch! Oh, Jesus. That was in the air a long time between the two fielders. It's going to be Livingston's second 4 of the over. 9 coming off it with just the 1 ball left to go, and he seems to be getting going right about now. Alright, so we're going back for our second spell. The game looks as though it is basically all but over, with Glebby only requiring 23 off 24, so less than a runnable, unless, as I said, there is a huge flurry of wickets, which there's one just there, so the perfect start, and it is Nadeem as well, who's looking very good, it must be said. 52 off 29, strike rate of 179, 3 4s and 4 6s. So 2 for 114. You have to say probably too little too late for this West Hobart side, but we'll happily just pick up a wicket. Okay! Jesus Christ, there's a bloody deep mid-on, not a mid-on. Oh, and that one there's worked away. Little bit edgy, but it won't matter for Blake. He gets off the mark with a 4. First runs coming off the over as well. 2 balls left to go in the third. Oh, another edge. Where are the slips? Alright, so we're in for our last over here. There's just 4 runs that's required. I'm going to keep the field as it is. Hopefully Livingston plays a bit of a stupid shot. Just like that. I was going to say, I was hoping he plays a stupid shot. It's exactly what he's gone and done. Just chipped it down, I think, to the deep mid-on fielder. We grab our second for the day, which, again, we can't really complain about. It hasn't been a great day at all, to be fair, for this West Hobart side. But we probably have been the shining light, as we have been for most of this first season. But that there with Tripino? Turipino, I'm not sure. Anyway, he grabs himself a 4, gets off the mark, hits the winning runs for this Glebby side. They win by 7 wickets thanks to the Duckworth-Lewis. So we ended up with 8 for 136. We got 43 off 25 with the bat, 2 for 23 with the ball. We also picked ourselves up the Player of the Match award. So the top score for us, not the top score, no. Livingston got 66, but the best bowling. A little bit on the expensive side, going for 6.9, but that was just the nature of this game. And obviously the good total that we put on meant that Glebby did have to go out and be quite aggressive. But that is game 1, done and dusted. Let's move on to game number 2. Alright, so this is big news, guys. I just got to go and put this in just before we do start on anything further, but West Hobart have made me an offer to be captain for the Tasmanian Cup. Now, I believe this is the 3-day competition, but I'm not 100% sure, but we are definitely going to go and accept that up in here. That means come next season, we are going to be the captain of the West Hobart side, who desperately need a captain's knock here today, because as we can see, currently sitting at bottom, the only team without a win, and if we're going to try and complete the treble of trophies this season, we're going to have to win the next 3 games on the trot. Can we go and do it? Let's find out in game number 2 of this episode. Alright, so I mentioned just before that we were going to be captain of the 3-day competition. I actually got that wrong. We're actually captain of the T20 side, and we are captaining here today in this game. We've made a slight change, moved ourselves up to number 4 to give us a bit more of a chance with the bat to help contribute towards the teams. But this is absolutely incredible that we have managed to go and pick ourselves up the captaincy in our first season as well. I do know there is only 3 games left to go, but it is huge, and hopefully we can have a good 3 games across these ones here, and we can manage to nab ourselves the captaincy for the other formats as well. So this is our first toss of the coin, and we, would you believe it, have won the toss. We are going to have a bowl first, and then we're going to come out, hopefully try and restrict this top of the table North Hobart side. Alright guys, so the captaincy debut hasn't really gone to plan to start things off. North Hobart showing why they are top of the table at the moment with a 1 for 71 off of the first 7 overs. So going over 10 runs and over, and 200 is looking like it is on the cards. We are coming in the 7th over. Hopefully we can use some of that captaincy power to grab ourselves some wickets, get containing, and try and bring this run rate of this North Hobart side down. Ooh, that's worked away nicely off the pad. It's going to be the first runs off our bowling. Fowler moves on to 45. Now we get a chance at Mr. Wells. Okay, oh, I was going to say, catch that, please. It's a dot ball, but a chance it could have been. Great first over, just the one coming off it, really trying to hamper down on this North Hobart side. Ooh, That's one way to bring up your 50. Put it into the North Hobart grandstand, boys. 85 metres, and that, as I said, is going to be 50 for Fowler, coming off just 33 deliveries at a strike rate of 160. 4 fours and 4 sixes, and he'll be looking to kick on now, get this North Hobart side to a very big total. Right, so we've had a little bit of a spell, and there has actually been a couple of wickets that have fallen. So we do have 2 relatively new batsmen in the crease. Got to change this field. This one will do. But 3 for 100 and I was going to say 104, 102 of 13 overs. So we really... Oh, I think that's actually taken an edge, but the keeper was not up. My God. So we have really slowed it down, to be fair, because it was looking as though they were going to get 190 or 200-ish. That doesn't seem to be the case now, as we have really brought it back as a team, which I am happy about, being the captain. And we just got to, as I said, keep plugging away. We've got 1.4 overs left to go to try and pick ourselves up a wicket. We have been economical, which is very promising, and we're just going to keep plugging away here. Oh, that's one way to get off the mark. I was going to say almost up onto the hill. 106 metres for Bernhard, and 6 off 3 now for him. Was a pretty good over up until that point, but just the one coming off the first 5 deliveries. But the last ball picked up and deposited onto the hill. Oh, that's taken the edge. Caught behind, you beauty. I forgot to change the field. I might actually just rock with this one, to be fair, and try and encourage the North Hobart players to try and go up over the top. Baldwin Boyd gone for 18 off 21, 2 fours, 1 6. Caught by Muhammad. That combination for us has been incredible this season with wickets and both with batting. So I'm going to leave the field, as I said, as is. And it's just really try and encourage them either try and hit over the top or try and work it through, which could be dangerous, and that did allow us to pick up that first wicket for us. So we don't go wicketless once again, which is very promising, and we're just going to keep going here, try and grab, to be fair, if Odom could get off strike here now, and we could get Bernhard in the last ball of our spell, that would be great, because it would leave just the 2 new players in at the crease. That one there is uppish. It's gone away for a 4, so Odom off the mark with a streaky boundary, and we won't. See, I don't mind when I concede runs like that, because it just, I was going to say, it just means that something like that possibly is coming up. Don't know what has happened there. We've got to have a look on the replay at this. Does it come, I think, off the pad and onto off peg? Yeah, I think it has hit the pad, and then it's basically actually just clipped the bail. So we will go and take that. We finished 2 for 21 off our 4 overs. A real good captain's knock. And Blackburn coming in with an average of 77, high score of 195. We will skip through to our batting. Remember, we are coming in at number 4 today, so that does give us a bit more of an opportunity with those impressive numbers. Give us an opportunity to add to that and try and win this game for West Hobart. Oh, you're kidding. Oh, that is terrible. It was a massive gap over at mid-wicket. It was very early on in the innings, and we've just completely stuffed it up, to be fair. 3 off 5, and that is not what you want your captain doing. That is an absolute idiotic move, which was not needed at that stage. I mean, the run rate was starting to get up there. It was around 10 runs and over, but still, all we needed was 6 runs. If we could have hung in, we pick up our 3rd loss of the season. Fowler getting the man of the match for his 59 off 42. We grab ourselves 2 for 21. Don't make it onto the batting charts because of just that stupid shot that we wanted to play. You'd have to say that the T20 title is out of reach for this season for West Hobart. But still 2 games left to go, and we're looking to pick ourselves up 2 wins, help along that captaincy for us. But anyway, guys, do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have and enjoyed us being captain, make sure to drop a like, give this video a thumbs up. If you are new, please do subscribe. And until next time, ka kite anō. See you soon.